Good evening, fellow heretics. Welcome to tonight's show. I'm your host, Captain Dadpool.
And I'm Natty Nat.
And you are watching Nerds and Heresy.
Hold on to your butts.
Mew, mew, mew.
I was about to say, and that's the kitty cat.
That's really the only reason any of us are here, right? I mean, cute kittens.
We just want to play with
Rex has entered the chat.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so tonight we are joined by Elliot, aka Secular Rarity. And we're going to talk about some stuff. Heads up, everyone, the show is probably only going to last about an hour or so tonight. Natty has the Rona, the Ninja Rona, and I didn't sleep last night, so I'm pretty tired.
Yeah, so my voice is going to be all sorts of up and down. But yeah, we'll see if it starts irritating people. I will back out.
But we're here. We're queer.
Student Dr. Ben. Hello.
Hey, Dr. Ben.
Hello.
That's my buddy. That's my buddy.
That's your buddy.
I love that guy. Yeah.
Doing back there.
I just love that his name is Student Dr. Ben. It makes me happy.
And I tell him all the time, I'm like, dude, you can't give any medical advice. You're just a student doctor.
Yeah,
like, you're not even.
You stop.
Come on. What do you know about medicine?
I mean, he obviously knows less than I do, and I have my full degree in, rock.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's basically the same thing.
Says student.
Yeah.
Might as well consult somebody who's read a Wikipedia article.
Right.
That's normally what I do. That or like WebMD, and just kind of like go from there.
Fuck WebMD.
Yep.
Yeah.
Reddit's a good one.
Yeah. Reddit's great.
Lots of good solid information on 4chan.
4chan. That's where I go for all the real important stuff that I want to make sure I have, the nuanced both sides kind of take.
Top-notch people on there. Verify.
Yeah. Bringer of dumpster fires. I love it. I am a dumpster fire right now, okay? Don't mess with me.
I feel like, dumpster fires get a lot of shit, and I just want to say, I feel like if you're gonna light a fire, a dumpster's not a bad place to do it. Yeah, like that's going to be safe, It's going to be contained.
It's going to be bad. And you don't know what's in there. Yeah, there could be combustibles in there.
That's a good point, I guess. Okay.
And to be fair, I now work with shit, literally. So as far as dumpster fires go, there is sometimes excrement in there, and nobody wants that.
So check your dumpsters before you light them on fire, people. That's the moral.
If it's a dumpster behind like a cardboard factory, maybe you're okay.
Good point.
I'm a bigger fan of like couch fires than dumpster fires personally, but
listen,
that might be a
house,
college thing.
What's hidden in those couches might just be just as bad as a dumpster.
Oh no.
I will. This is just this is total tangent, but it just popped into my head because we were talking about lighting couches on fire a long time ago. Literally, I was like 13. And a friend of mine's mother and father who lived in the neighborhood next to us, they had just gotten a new couch. And what they wanted to do was break down the old couch into small pieces. So she literally handed about 13 to 15-year-olds things like, solid steel fucking bats and like sledgehammers. And like one of us had an axe. I don't think we had it for long, but we just like, literally spent.
Where did you get that grenade?
We spent all day just beating the shit out of this couch. And I mean, hey, it worked really well. Broke it down into small pieces. It was great fun. But like thinking back on it years later, I was like, where was any supervision? Where was that going on?
Okay. If we're talking about couch fires, I have to say something. So I went to a school. I'm not going to say what school, but I went to a school where there was a homecoming tradition of stealing a couch out of one of the dorms and setting it on fire on the football field right before homecoming.
Oh.
And it wasn't like a certain sorority would do it. It wasn't like there was or fraternity. It wasn't like it was a team thing. It would just be like some rando people that would do it. And sometimes it happened to like more than one couch, you know, like too many people playing the thing. And my sophomore year, there were 3 couches that got lit on fire because everybody just fucking showed up at the same time at like midnight with a bunch of fires, and we had this huge bonfire. And then like, so of course you get chased by security, right? Because that's part of the tradition. Sure. And I remember hiding in like those tires that the football players would like hoist and like flip. I was just on the edge of the, like I straight up crawled inside and just like into one of those because I was so tiny. Hi.
You ready?
And yeah, so I just remember doing that, and then like an hour later coming out of the tire and still seeing the couches burning. Like no one was around. Because I mean supervision, right?
Yeah, like and coordination, you know, come on y'all, let's just, we all could have gone to the one house. We didn't have to go to 3 different houses for the couches, you know.
Well, it was dorms, but yeah.
Wow, yeah, my bad.
The college paid for it, it's fine.
Yeah, good point. And they're close by at that point, like
not really.
The college paid for it with your money, so
yeah.
Wait, were you guys carrying the couches, like physically, just like people holding them and just like running?
Like we would literally go to the couch, like we would go to where there's like an old couch that's like beat up and shit that's in one of the dorms that like no one's gotten rid of, and somebody would be like, this is the couch that's going to get burned, and then there would just be like, this is back at the time when Whisper was a thing, so like that's why there were 3 couches. It's because everybody was whispering. It's like it's coming from Delta High. It's like no. It's coming from Mo. Mo is getting it. And it's like, okay, great, cool. And then like somebody comes from Clock Tower and they're like, I got the couch, bro. I was just like, God damn it.
Wow.
Anyway.
He's very nice.
Very nice. You won't get me this time, Gypsy. Okay, anyway. So the topic today is staying motivated during times of difficulty. Where do we go with that, Elliot?
Yeah, no, I give up.
That was your choice, and I was like,
I want a disclaimer.
Different, but we can you see where that goes.
I want to disclaimer this, which is the way that this happened is Dadpool hits me up and he's like, hey man, you want to come on a stream with me and Natty? And I was like, well, yeah, of course. I'd fucking love to. And he's like, great, man. You know, most of the time people kind of have like some topic or focus or something. And I was just sitting there reading this at work. And I was like, I don't know. I've heard people talk about this. Like, this might be a decent topic. Like, I don't exactly know. And then you're like, fuck yeah, man. That's perfect. Here's the title. We got it. So, you know.
Oh, so Dadpool cornered you into this.
Well, I mean, no, he's correct that I offered it. He's correct that I offered it. I just wasn't expecting him to like take it up so quickly. It's like when you tell somebody like, hey man, like I got an extra piece, you know, of pizza or something. Do you want one? You're kind of hoping that they're gonna, you're kind of hoping they're gonna be like, you know, but no, I think it's definitely something that I've heard on a lot of people's minds over the past couple of months for very obvious reasons, in my opinion. Whether it's just the Supreme Court just basically telling half of our country that you're not valuable, or whether it's the Supreme Court telling us that, hey, the Constitution doesn't actually guarantee the rights that it claims to guarantee, like whether that's separation of church and state or the right to a competent attorney. That's actually one of the things that SCOTUS recently did. There's a lot of terrible fucking things that have been coming down from that. And then, of course, you know, in case anybody forgot, there's a horrible pandemic still going around.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't even realize that was happening.
Right. It's been
ninja variant.
People have
now we're getting attacked by ninjas.
This is crazy. I can't live in that world. I can't be attacked by ninja viruses. That's just too much.
I don't want to be attacked by viruses, okay? Well, the only viruses I want to deal with are fucking paleontological viruses, okay? Get me that old shit. Not like the classic shit. I'm not talking like Romans. I'm talking like head back 100,000 years. I want to see what happened with the fucking like mammoths and shit. I don't want.
I'm sure there was like, I'm sure there were like mammoth STDs, right? Like I'm sure mammoth had.
You know, that's an interesting question.
Yeah. Do you know anything about mammoth STDs? Because honestly,
I'd
love to know.
Hold on.
Way, in case
I'm gonna look some shit up. Hold on,
please.
In case anyone thought I was joking.
That's true.
Ninja COVID-19.
Dominant in Georgia. How far am I from Georgia?
Ninjas are attacking Georgia.
Ninjas are attacking Georgia. Well, apparently it's also in North Carolina. So, congrats.
I'm surprised that
healthy as fuck.
I'm surprised that the first place they went is Georgia. I would have thought the ninjas would have got us on the West Coast, just like proximity wise, geography.
Yeah, it makes sense. Like you have Japan, you just gotta jump.
Right, you just
jump the little river there, and then you're
you're very small.
Yeah. This brings me to a side note, a tangent, if you will. Do you guys know who Joe Coy is? The artist Joe Coy?
Sounds familiar, but no.
K-O-Y? His last name K-O-Y?
K-O-Y.
Yeah, I'm pretty comedian, right?
He's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
And a while back, he had a episode or I guess one of his stand-ups on Comedy Central. I want to say it was like, oh God, like maybe 10 years ago. It was a while back. And mammoth pox. Mammoth pox is something that actually there was a rash, but we'll talk about that later.
Focus.
But so Joe Coy had a joke where he went to Georgia or was it Alabama or something, and he was just like, I was staying at this hotel, and it's like he thought that it was like a really private hotel, like no one was going to know that he was there, but he was really, really popular at the time. And so there was like a bunch of fans out there, and he was nervous because like he was like, I don't really know what to do here, and like it's a small town, so like he like looks out the window and then puts it back, but like the walls were not very solid, so like you could hear what people were saying. And it makes me remember. What this reminded me of is one of the guys that's out there staring at Joe Coy as he like looks out the window and then like ducks away again. It's just like, motherfucker thinks he's a ninja. That's what's running through my mind right now. It's like
you had to have been there. You had to have been there.
Yeah.
Jesus, Nat.
I'm sorry. The COVID. I'm blaming the Ninja Rona. Okay. Ninja Rona.
Next thing you know, you're gonna start throwing shurikens and like hanging off of walls and stuff. I mean,
you got to get that samurai booster.
I need the samurai booster. What did we call it?
The Ronin.
The Coronin booster. The Coronin booster. That's it. We need to get like Marvel in here with a Coronin booster.
Oh my God. Seriously, people, why are you not all vaccinated? Why has everybody not done this shit already? Why the fuck are we still dealing with it?
Because my body, my choice. Except for women and children.
Except for women.
And
other
people.
girls.
Yeah.
Anyone who's not straight white man.
Right.
You have to have a good bit of money too. So
yeah,
all of those. Right. But yeah, my body, my choice, as long as, again, straight white guy, lots of money.
This is the country of freedom, after all.
I'm pretty sure that's what it says.
And small government. Don't forget small government. It's an important detail. We don't like the government overreaching and telling people what they can and can't do. What they can and can't do.
It'd be crazy. It would be crazy if the government like had a say in, say, like medical procedures that go on in a person's body, like deep inside their body. That would just be such an overreach from government. It's awesome.
Right? Like if a doctor told a woman, you have an ectopic pregnancy and you're going to die. And they're like, we need to remove this. It's going to kill you. But then like some like politician from Georgia who has a GED, but has got a lot of money. So they, got that position. Then they're like, no, can't do that. Yeah. And that's it.
And again, thank goodness all of the people in our country that are politicians that really tout small government and the government, not being in your private space. Thank goodness they're being consistent and they're not
not hypocritical at all.
Yeah. Or just like lying to all of Congress as to what they believe is established law. Thank goodness. Thank goodness that's not happening.
God, what was his name? That was just like the pollution over China is like our pollution, our air is going and replacing the air in China, and it's pushing the pollution from China back over to us. And that's why
Herschel Walker, maybe
Herschel Walker, yes,
yeah.
Yes. So China is responsible for the pollution that we have because our clean air goes and pushes their dirty air around the world.
Where does he live exactly? I'm sorry, I forget.
I think he's in
location.
He's
in LA.
I was gonna say I think he's like Georgia or something. I think he's like close to yeah.
Those are the people that are making the big decisions, though. That's Georgia. Yeah, they're
we have my state of Tennessee has let me try to sum this up real quickly. So there are multiple rural counties in my state that have lost the only hospital that they have in the entire county. That's happened in multiple places over the last few years. We've also seen a really large increase in like drug overdoses and deaths because of that. We've also seen a rise in poverty, a drop in education, and the ability to get higher paying jobs and so forth. We also have one of the largest homeless populations in our area, but what our government in the state believes is the most important thing is the rampant trans women that are destroying high school sports. That is the really big issue. That's what's really important.
I have not been paying attention to the news at all, apparently.
I mean, I understand why. It's not great. It's not great.
Yeah,
it's not great.
I am not with the times, apparently.
Trans people who take up less than 1% of the population. And then you narrow that down to trans women, and you narrow that down further to trans women who are competing in sports. Yeah. That's
trans women who, it's not even trans women, it's trans
girls. Did I say that wrong?
No, because wouldn't you be saying like this is a school issue? So would it be like emerging trans women?
So we also passed a law in Tennessee that would it's in the same vein as what they did in Florida, where basically you are allowed to sue a sports organization if you thanks Aaron that hurt but you're allowed to sue like the NCAA or TSSAA, these sporting organizations, if there is a trans athlete that competes and beats you. You're now allowed to do that.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold the fuck up. No, I have a story about this, and it's I realize I'm not trans, but I have a pacemaker, and I almost got sued, or at least the NCAA.
Pretty much.
No. They thought I was cheating by having a pacemaker and playing tennis in NCAA.
It doesn't juice your fucking heart with it.
No, it doesn't.
You got a fucking Ferrari engine in your chest.
Like,
of course you're gonna tennis better.
I've been in this situation. It's so weird because the NCAA had to come by and they had to like do like a, how did you play before you had the pacemaker? I'm like, I don't know. I was fucking 11. I was learning to play. I don't know.
Jesus Christ. It's almost like it's almost like there are people out there in this world, for whatever reason, they wake up and they say, I want to devote the next decade of my life to learning medicine. It's almost like when we talk about medical stuff, maybe we should include those people, super weird to think but
like actual experts.
I know. Hey, student Dr. Ben, maybe you should chime in here.
Yeah,
now, we're not going to take it seriously, but because you're
not a real doctor.
But
he's getting there.
He's almost there.
Stay in your lane. All right. That's so
gosh.
Yeah, that's right. I'll stay in my
know your role. All right.
Oh, is that like a woman thing now? Do I have to know my roles?
Oh, no. I was talking to student Dr. Ben.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he's not really a doctor. Ow.
He's just a student. Yeah.
I don't actually know Dr. Ben, so.
Oh, he's a great dude. He's super intelligent. Yeah.
I've never actually met him, but I have seen and have had conversations with him via the chat. So.
He's everywhere. He's everywhere doing all kinds of good stuff.
You're everywhere doing all kinds of stuff.
I've been at this point, honestly, like Oh yeah,
super
please.
chat.
Oh my God, I have an answer to this.
I will gladly.
I have an answer to this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no, I'm not even fucking kidding. I had a fever dream 2 nights ago. I shit you not. This came straight from the ninja virus. I swear to God. I swear to dog. Whatever. I had a dream.
Glob.
I had a dream that I made a steak and I smeared peanut butter on it, and then I put like fresh garlic cloves on it, and it tasted amazing. And I haven't yet tried this because my taste buds are dead. And I can't. But I plan to. I plan to put peanut butter on a steak, and I need to know if it tastes good. Like this is my new invention. I need to know.
I've heard a couple of people mention this, and I think the biggest thing for me is that when most of them talk about it, they're like, oh, just put it on a regular hamburger. And I'm like, okay, let me just give you an idea of what I'm thinking, like ketchup and mustard. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, onions and like pickles and shit. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, that with peanut butter? That sounds fucking terrible. Like fried onion rings and maybe barbecue sauce, or like there are other things I can see, with peanut butter. But
there's a burger place in my area called Aruga's, I think it's called, and they have some little unorthodox kind of burgers. Like they have one that instead of buns, it's 2 things of ramen noodles that are like fried, and it's a hamburger with ramen noodles. It's fucking delicious.
It's kind of cool.
And then they have one just like macaroni and cheese and weird shit. So yeah, but they have a peanut butter and jelly burger, and
I've had those. I've had a peanut butter and jelly burger.
Really?
And I tried one out of curiosity, and it wasn't gross. It wasn't delicious. It was exactly what you imagine a peanut butter and jelly burger would taste like.
So my thing is, I will make raspberry chipotle steaks occasionally, and it sounds really good, right? So my dream was I was making a raspberry chipotle steak. Like it was spicy. It had all of the habaneros on it, and like I smear like raspberry. Like I shit you not, it's raspberry preserves that I put on it, and then like the butter goes on top, and it just like melts into the. Oh, it's fucking delicious. And then I was just like, and I'm just gonna take a glob of peanut butter, just like smack that shit on there.
I like that. While you're dreaming, your brain is just like, yeah, fuck it, let's just try this real quick. Like why not?
You know what, Elliot? You don't know this, but I dream like I have I dream in color, and I have full control. I am lucid. I lucidly
like
dream,
always,
like all the time.
Oh
like
wow,
100% of the time I can do this. Now, when you add NyQuil and other drugs,
yeah. I've been told.
Dreaming, no, you don't need to be told. This is the thing. My lucid dreaming continues, but the situations are out of my control.
Yeah.
Normally, everything's in my control, and I just am like, oh, I'll just do this and I'll do that. But
interesting.
This is like you are cooking, and it's like I am cooking.
I don't think I've ever had a moment of lucid dreaming, but I have had some absolutely bafflingly strange dreams that have stayed with me over the years. One of the ones that is still to this day, like it is the most powerful memory of a dream that I have. I had a dream that I saw my life growing up from the age of like 7 to like my age, it was a few years ago. So like my age then, like mid 20s. But I had a dream that at like 7, I was given a pig as like a pet. And like my dream was just me and this pig living our lives together. Okay. And like it grew older with me. We went on hikes. We had picnics. Now here's the part that was like, so just, oh man, it cut me. I woke up that day after sleeping, and I reached over on the side of my bed to pet my pig because in my dream, that was what I did. It slept by my bed every night, and I woke up and would always wake it up by petting its head. And I swear to you, in that moment, like everything came crashing down around me, because I'm like, oh, there's my little pet pig, and then not there. So
I was thinking that you awoke to the smell of bacon.
Oh my God, that would have wrecked me. I probably would have just lost it. Yeah, seriously. I was noticeably bummed out, you guys, for like the whole beginning of the day. And I even remember somebody at the time, my roommate was like, "Man, are you doing okay? Is everything all right?" I was like, "Yeah, no, it's all good, man.
Just my pig.
Didn't get a lot of sleep last night, you know."
I lost my pig.
Wait, what was the name of was Elliot the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web?
So I don't think so. I used to remember this. I read this book so goddamn much when I was a kid. But the
Wilbur.
Thank you.
Goddamn, I knew that.
So the two most used references that I hear from people, and really the second one only exists because I remind people, but the first one obviously is E.T., you know, Elliot. But
so original people are.
That's okay. That's all right. Billy Elliot's not the original Pete's Dragon from Disney. The dragon that is cartoon and animated, where everybody else is in real life, the dragon is actually named Elliot, and it mumbles a lot and it makes a lot of weird noises. And I mumble a lot in person. People are always like,
make a lot of weird noises.
I mean, yes. I tried to avoid admitting that on camera, but yes,
same.
Yeah, you pulled it out.
I do too. Same, hardcore.
My friends are always like, "What did you just say?" And I'm like,
no.
You know, right? I mean, come on, you agree.
I get Ricky Tikki Tavi a lot, or I used to.
Oh, Ricky Tikki Tavi, yeah.
I love Ricky Tikki. I still want a mongoose as a pet because of that book.
It's a pretty badass story. That mongoose did not take shit.
Dude,
I mean,
no mongoose takes shit. Mongooses
around.
Yeah.
Mongooses are the only thing that I think can go up against a honey badger and potentially win.
Wait, are they mongooses or mongoose?
Oh, multiple of them? Yeah. I would personally vote for mongoose because come on.
I think it's mongooses. Mongoosai. It is mongoosai.
I don't know who decides this bullshit. Like ox to oxen. Come on, you guys. Let's get our shit together with plurals of animals. You know?
Oh man, no. There's somebody. Who the fuck was I talking to? Somebody was just like, I hate the fact that plurals have nothing to do. Like they don't like the fact that like the root of the word might be Roman or Latin, and then like they'll use like a Greek.
No fucks given.
I'm just like, not acceptable.
No, and we don't truly have an understanding of this like some other languages do. The French language, for instance, has had a group of people that literally all they do since like the 1400s is just like keep the French language. So whenever a word gets imported into French, they spend some fucking time crafting the proper French word. Whether or not people use it, whatever, fine. But like in English, we're like, I don't give a shit. What is it? Ketchup? Fuck it. Ketchup. Taco? Fuck it. Taco. Schadenfreude? Fuck it. Like, just give us the word. We like it. We don't care where it comes from. Pluralize it.
Kindergarten. Because why not?
Exactly. Why not? I mean, why the fuck not?
Why not primary? No, kindergarten.
They're little kids. They don't fucking know the difference. Like, they don't care where they are. You tell them they're at kindergarten, they're excited, you know?
Okay, no, here's the deal. Is first grade, second grade, third grade, right? You're learning how to spell and everything, right? Kindergarten is just like you're trying to learn the alphabet. Like, how spell kindergarten? Fuck if I know.
Yeah,
Small
super
child
fucked
cannot
up.
spell kindergarten.
Brother?
Even
like our military, like half our military is our ranks are French words, like lieutenant, French word.
Because they are.
Because bother coming up with our own words for our military.
We kind of just adopted what the English had done, which was adopted the French.
It's so much easier. Like these countries already figured shit out. Like let's just take most of what they're doing. We'll bring it over. Like half of our city names aren't anything. Like, we just literally stole. Yeah,
I mean, taking shit. That's what we do best. That's what America's number one.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and we've been killing it for years.
We have been killing it. Lots of killing.
Lots of killing.
Very good. Schools are
so how do we keep on keeping on?
Yeah, I was gonna say. Do you think we've depressed everybody enough to be like, all right, how do we get the fuck out of this?
This sounds like this sounds like a conversation that happened in that 70s show. Like one of the ones where like they skip ahead.
Yeah.
He's like, and the camera's to you, and the camera's to me.
I gotta say, and I always remind people of this, just because not only is it true, but it's also worth just admitting when like we're not experts on things. Like I'm not an expert in psychology, people. I don't have any, fanciful, awesome fucking credentials or anything. But from being around a bunch of wonderful people in this community, for a couple of years now, and working behind the scenes with a lot of different people, I don't think I could possibly ever say this enough, which is we all need to be better with our mental health. Everybody, me included. Every single one of us needs to get out of this 1950s mindset of just tough it out and, soldier on and just stuff feelings down, and fuck that nonsense, man. Like, let's get the fuck past that already and live in a society where we actually say to each other, we actually care about what you're feeling, because it happens. Like it happened to me just a week or so ago, where literally I just woke up and I just felt bad. Like there was nothing else to it. It was just, I was just in a bad mood that day, and nothing that I did, nothing that anybody said, nothing that I watched, like nothing made me feel better. I just felt bad. But that's okay, because that's what it's like to be a person. Like it's this weird, shitty experience where every day you have the potential to like stub your toe or drop this beautiful. It's not a personal thing, but like it took a while, and like this whole thing of like chicken breast and all these sides and stuff, and it falls on the fucking floor, and then you're sitting there looking at it thinking like, it took me 2 days to marinate this chicken, and like it's like all of that. That's always a possibility for being a person, right? Like it's a bummer.
No, you straight up lost me.
Yeah, I was like, where is he going with?
I was like, where
the chicken?
Have you never made a beautiful meal spent like hours?
There was no like transition.
It was a quick one. It was a quick one.
It wasn't quick. It was non-existent.
There was no transition. It was like, I was having a day, and then like I worked.
There's nothing quick about it. It just wasn't there.
Those shitty things happen to us, right? Those types of moments happen, and it's a fucking bummer. And yeah, we do need to do better. Again, one of the best answers always is going to be go to a fucking secular therapist. Find an individual who is trained, who is motivated, and who gives a shit. And just because you go to one therapist and it doesn't work out doesn't mean that you stop, right? You keep going, you keep trying, because if you really want to get better, that is a super, super great way to do it, right? Not everybody has the time. Yeah, I mean, me too. And not everybody has the time, and not everybody has the money, for sure. I need
to work on getting better guests on my shows.
Oh man, that hurt.
Did you hit your face to your mic?
No, I just pushed it forward. No. Oh my gosh, that hurt, man. No,
it was supposed to.
Don't worry, I'll get over it when I stub my tongue.
Okay.
I like to test the thickness of my guest's skin, so you're doing good so far.
I'm pretty good.
But
I hang out with.
Time, like no. We were just talking about mental health, and here you are, like, put down.
Yeah, but seriously, as a fan of the show, like this most recent guy, he's kind of a bummer. Like, yeah, if you could find somebody else. Just kidding. But truly, that can never be said enough. No matter how many times we mention therapy, no matter how many times we mention, going to a professional, whatever that takes, like that is always worth reminding everybody. What's up, brother?
I'm sorry. That's not your only gumball machine?
It is not my only gumball machine.
How do you have
Farron? You got to stop telling people about coming over and spending time in my bathroom and stuff, man. You're not allowed to be. He's out there giving secrets and stuff about multiple gumball machines. It's a real gumball machine, but it's not gumballs. It's marbles. So
it's marbles. Okay, that's what I thought it were. What do you keep in your other gumball machine?
The other gumball machine. Okay, so one of the other gumball machines is just empty. One of the gumball machines has like 10-year-old gumballs in it, so like those are bad. I'm like confident at this point. Like when I bought that, when I bought that gumball machine like 10 years ago, the guy was like, "These gumballs have been there for a while. Like, do not eat them." So,
do not eat these.
Yeah, a gumball machine full of gumballs.
Yeah, well, I mean, you'd be surprised at the gumball market, you guys. Like the bottom has just dropped out. Like prices are great. If you're looking for gumball machines, now is the time. 2022.
What are the marbles used for?
I don't. Yeah. What? Theron, come on. We talked about this.
This is getting more and more mysterious as we go. I need answers.
They really, we don't do anything with them. They just sit there because I did need something to put in them, and I have a lot of marbles, as you can see, and I decided that I would. So like when I put, like my camera hasn't always been here, but when I put it here, I was like, I need something. It's a nice blank wall, so that's good. And I had this gumball machine in another room, so I put it here. And then I have some other pictures that I would like to put up here. I'd like to rotate them out regularly, but there's like a glare a lot of time from the light, you know? So like I have
a green screen. You can put whatever the fuck you want back there.
I know, and I've thought about that too. I thought about just even like painting the wall green. That could work too. I don't do shit else with this fucking wall.
So
now I'm in the Shire, bitch.
Now I'm in the Shire, bitch.
Yeah.
Oh man, no, but this is a stained glass of a cow.
Matrix has you.
Yeah, but I have a picture that is signed by the Lollipop Kid.
You were looking for.
Oh my gosh, that's good.
All right, I'm done.
Okay.
No, I've got some other fun things I could put up, but so far the gumball machine and the cow stained glass has worked really well. So I'm just.
I'm really actually surprised that this is working without a green screen. Okay.
Yeah, that's not bad.
No, it's just because.
I mean, this is solid enough of a color that I could just key it to be this color.
Yeah, you don't even need
a
green screen. It looks better
if you have a green screen. But it's just easier with green. It's so far away from like people skin color and stuff. So
I need a green screen because I have a whole ass living room behind me.
Oh, you've got yeah. This is a wall. This is for real a wall. Like I can't.
Oh, okay.
I can't go behind that.
That's an actual wall. Really? Wow.
Yeah. Built and everything. Yeah. Studs, nails, plaster, probably. Yeah.
Probably.
It gets cold in here, but I'm pretty sure there's insulation. But
some insulation.
There's a draft. There's a draft.
Well, that leads us. I think that leads us to the next thing that I would say is a good way to how to stay motivated, which is find cool, fun hangout places like this where you can just bullshit and have a good time and laugh about stuff, right? Like have a place where you can just decompress. That is so undervalued. Like a lot of people out there will give you shit for taking a day off, right? There's this constant go culture, do more, do better, increase. And honestly, guys, we don't have to do that. We just don't. You're not required to. There's nothing about the fucking universe or your genetic code or anything that tells you to constantly do shit. Take a fucking day and just sit around. Like it's okay, or just go hang out somewhere with some people and just joke about shit. You don't have to get real technical with the metaphysical, ontological, fundamental, axiomatic. You don't have to do all that shit if you don't want to.
Don't do
shit.
Yeah. Just chill. Just chill for a day, right? Like you don't have to give a shit about all of that, And I would suggest chewing some gumballs,
Yeah, but not like 10-year-old ones.
10-year-old.
Right?
Yeah, no, for sure. Get current, up to date, like within.
Make sure your gumballs are vaccinated, people.
Yeah, that's also true. Yeah.
I need
samurai.
I think I have reached that point in the night where my loopiness is just like gone. I don't know why my audio sounds muffled. It's either because I am in fact stuffed up and muffled or headset. I don't know. But I'm gonna call it good. You guys enjoy the rest of the show, but I've got to go get sleep and feel better.
Yeah, it was really cool chatting with you.
Awesome. I will talk to you all later. Enjoy the rest of the show. Thanks for letting Sick Me join for a bit.
Oh, of course. Excuse me. Ugh.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, I'm dying.
Get that, man. You need sleep.
Yeah. Didn't sleep or shit last night. But I watched 4 episodes of the new Resident Evil show.
Oh, is it good? Is it worth it?
It's a good show as a show, but it's not Resident Evil.
Nah. Okay.
Like if you had changed Umbrella Corporation to like Raincoat Corporation, it would be an entirely different. It would be unrecognizable as a Resident Evil thing at all. Like
I was gonna say, and it's been so long since I've seen Resident Evil stuff anyway. Like I haven't kept current with it in a few years, so like I don't know that I would even notice that this. Well, no, I probably would. The first few were pretty iconic, I guess. So
well, yeah, you would know. It's so vastly different the direction they went with it, which is really disappointing because like they kind of did the same thing with the movies. And I'm just like, I'm watching the show. I'm like, how hard is it to fucking stick with the original plot? Why is this so hard? Anyway, so, but it's
that's okay.
Show. It's just like, I was watching in the first episode and I tweeted this and I was like the director goes, all right, we're going to hook the audience with a giant zombie caterpillar attack. All right. Get hooked in, and then boom, 30 minutes of high school girl drama.
Okay.
Because that's what happens. Like after that, there's like 30 minutes of high school girls fighting and arguing with each other, and then like the parents go in at the principal's office, and they're talking about this fight in their high school, and I'm like, why is this here? This is Resident Evil. Why is this whole scene happening?
Are the high school girls zombies or just normal people?
It contributed nothing to the plot. It's just like the main character's daughter. Okay, she got in trouble at school, but she was not a zombie.
Maybe it's going to be super important 4 seasons from now.
That's what I'm waiting for. It's like,
can I don't want to start too much controversy, but I got to now because you're talking about like current shows, and I'm never super up to date on a bunch of stuff. But I am. It even hurts to say this because I know some of the backlash that's coming, but I am 100% up to date on Stranger Things, and honestly, you guys, I still don't really care much for it. Like it's just an okay show. It's like a solid 4 or 5 for me. Wow. I know, and I know that's
season 2.
Okay, no, so you're okay. You don't watch the rest of it. You just don't have to. Like you're good at season 2. You're good, man. Like you got it. You understand what's going on. Like there's some other things that happen, but no, you're not missing out on anything, man. Yeah. Like, and I know again, like I'm sorry if you lose. I'm sorry if you lose people because of this, man. Yeah, see, I knew it.
Pissed off Nate.
I knew it. I knew he had some opinions, you know. I feel like it's just like there's like a nostalgia value, don't get me wrong, you know. Like there's especially, you know, more of the stuff that they're talking about is familiar for you and your childhood and stuff, but in terms of like plot, like there's nothing. Like what's the plot? What's the storyline, you guys? Come on. Cancel. Yeah, that seems right. Honestly, if it wasn't this, it was something else.
I'm gonna do a whole Jordan Peterson. Up yours, woke liberals. We'll see who cancels who. You sons of bitches. Like
that's not bad. Just mention a lobster once or twice in that voice, and you got it.
Up yours, you sons of bitches. Who talks like that? Like, are you trying to sound tough right now? You sound like a doll. I don't know how else to describe it.
He wants people to think that he is really confident and secure, even though his shitty diet put him in the hospital of just steak all the time and like water or some nonsense like that. Like I remember the first time I heard that name, and somebody was like, oh yeah, man, you got to check this dude out, Peterson, whatever. And I was like, oh man, I've never heard of this thinker. Let me go see.
Thinker.
And then, you know, watch like a 30-minute video or something of him talking, and was just like, oh no, I don't need to. I don't need to waste my time. Yeah. I can go listen to Deepak Chopra and have at least more an entertaining time. You know, you won't get any more information, but
I loved his rant about the Bible that was so incoherent, and you know, he was like, the thing about the Bible is it's the truth. In a sense, it's the only truth. It's the truest truth that can ever truth, and that's where our foundation of truth comes from, is from the word of truth. And like, you said nothing just then. Like you said absolutely nothing in a lot of sentences. You said nothing.
Yeah, and I've heard that quite a lot over the years. I can tell you, man, just some really, really big, really big claims. And then you're like, oh yeah, could you just kind of like hone in on that for me? Just kind of like dissect it a little bit. And then it becomes more and more incoherent. Good show. It's just a good show. And when the you know, the instantiation of the good show in the metaphysical and the real world, you know, I'm not going to cry about Stranger Things.
He just like stitches a bunch of words, like bigly sounding words together. It's like, yeah,
it's a good way to
metaphysical properties of the axiomatic principles of objective reality are. I'm Jordan Peterson.
Who was it that is credited with the quote about like, if you can't explain it like to a 5-year-old, you don't understand it, you know? What up, Titan? Yeah, I live in that space where it's like, if you can't explain something to me like I'm, you know, a 5-year-old, then you don't understand it. And if I can't explain something to other people like a 5-year-old, then I don't understand it, you know? And that was one of the most powerful things ever, right? Was just being able to say, this isn't something I know about. Like, I don't know. I don't fucking know. What do we do about COVID, Elliot? I don't fucking know. Like, I think probably what the experts have been telling us about like washing our hands and getting vaccinated and stuff is a really good start, right?
I've even had debates with like Christian apologists that like get all philosophical on me. I'm like, look, if you want to get into philosophy, you're gonna beat me to the ground. Like, I'm not even gonna bullshit you. I can't, you know, I can't do philosophy very well. It's not my area. So,
it's just
there's a one guy. What was it? Bayes' theorem. He cited Bayes' theorem. I was like, look, if you understand Bayes' theorem, that's great. All I know is Richard Carrier uses it to say that Jesus didn't exist. Like, and you're using it to say that God does exist. So I'm like, what does Bayes' theorem really do? I don't know, but
I don't know that in this realm of historical figures and mythology, I don't know that Bayes' theorem really works very well. How do you what's the probability of somebody making up a myth? Like what's an actual like number to that? Is it 10%? 20%? Like I don't know. Maybe I'm just not smart enough in math. Maybe that's the problem. Like it could be that. I understand. But you know, you go to the people that have spent their whole fucking lives waking up going, I just want to fix trains. And you're like, oh, okay. Yeah, why? And they're like, I don't know. I just love trains. I'm going to spend my whole life working on trains. And you're like, great. So tell me about trains. You know who you don't go to is the dipshit down the road who's like, I just read that trains are fucking causing 5G to kill people with cancer. I don't know. Yeah. Birds aren't real. The earth is flat. Whatever. I mean, yeah, maybe like, come on, folks. Let's modulate here what we listen to, for fuck's sake. But yeah, I mean, I know I've just kind of been sporadically putting these in because again, like I was just kind of bullshitting when I suggested this topic and you were like, fuck yeah, man, let's do it. But what we've got so far, let me recap for the folks at home. We've got in general, just professional help, you guys. Just remember, secular therapy is always out there and available. And sometimes it's tough to get to for sure. But we all need to do better with that. The next thing is have a good place to, you know, bullshit and have fun, right? And just kind of, you know, let shit roll off of you, right? Exactly. This is a great channel. The next one I think is to recognize what you can and can't control. Like, what are the things in your life that are just outside of your ability to control stuff, right? Like, I can't change the state legislature of Tennessee tomorrow. Apparently, this is strange to me personally. Apparently, it is legal in my state for elected officials that are passing laws to go and vote for other elected officials if that person is not there. In the House of Representatives in the state of Tennessee, if you don't show up when a vote is happening, any other person standing by your button can just vote yay or nay.
Yeah,
that's fucking wrong.
Videos this. They have a stick.
Yes, they literally. Yes. That's fucking insanity.
Fucking bullshit is that? Like,
I can't fix that tomorrow, right? I can't do anything about that tomorrow. That is that is a fucking ingrained, like, that doesn't mean that I don't have any say, right? Like, there are always things that can be done. But I tell you what, I know I can control. I know that I can control people in my life that are shitty and toxic and have no other value to me than just bringing me down and just trying to be somebody who just wants to focus on negative shit and just wants to stir controversy and doesn't want to solve it. Like, I don't have a problem with controversy. Like, let's challenge, let's push back, but let's actually have a goal to make progress. If not, then what the fuck? You know, you're just here to, like, make everybody angry or sad. Like, what a shitty thing. So yeah, I'd say the third little bullet point, I guess, if anybody's counting at home,
you could also get a kitten. That'll help.
Yeah, exactly. That's something that's within your control. Fuzzy animals, like fuzzy, adorable animals that will love you and cuddle you and so forth. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. I've actually heard rats are really good pets. I don't know if that's true or not.
They are. I've had rats before.
Really? Okay. Yeah, I've heard they're super loving and smart and shit. Yep. And that's kind of cool.
Carry them around on your shoulder.
I never really thought about that. I'd like a small mammal. I think that would be nice, like a rat or a squirrel or just some kind of rodent, maybe. Yeah, I don't know why. I just feel like it'd be nice if they could make a dog or a cat that stayed like this big. I'd probably take. That'd be great too. Yeah.
I really want a ferret. I used to have a ferret. They're really fun,
really?
But
I've heard
they're so smelly. And
I was gonna say I heard they stink.
You have to clean out their cage like daily.
Is it just? Do they just poop that much? Is that the reason? They just like shit that much? That's incredible to me.
Kind of, yeah.
Oh wow. So I learned. Okay, I just because we showed up here, man. I'm so sorry for this, but I learned the other day on Neil the 604 Atheist stream. Great guy, another good channel if you're just hanging out and wanting to chill, right? Apparently, wombats poop in cubes.
Really?
Like it's a cube. Like it's a like a little die, like a cube. Yeah. Like I know. Yeah, like I was blown away by this. This was something that somebody just like casually mentioned. They're like, yeah, wombats poop in squares. And I was like, no.
I typed in wombat and the first option was wombat poop.
And so what have you discovered?
I am pulling it up now. Let me oh, they're kind of cylindrical. They looks like charcoal.
It's surprising. Like, it's impressive, honestly.
Yeah, I'm trying to pull it. There we go.
Yeah, like it's really impressive, you guys. Look at this. I mean, that's fascinating as fuck to me.
Little charcoal shaped poo balls.
Why does this happen? I don't know. But and look at them. Like wombats look adorable.
It's like Minecraft. You could like stack those up and make some shit out of it. Make some shit out of it.
Make some shit out of it. That's good. That's good. Okay, no, these jokes are getting crappy, man.
All right, it's enough shit.
Oh man. Yeah, see? Learn random facts like that. For instance, okay, this is one of my favorite little just totally random bullshit facts about nature and stuff. Have you ever heard of this thing called a leaf sheep?
Leaf sheep.
Also something you're going to want to look up, man.
I'm already on it.
So let me tell you what is super duper cool about these things. These are known as what do they call them? It's kleptoplast or something. So basically, what these things do,
I've seen those.
They're these tiny little organisms, and they sit on this plant all day, and they eat this plant, and somehow they strip the chloroplast from this plant. That green that you're seeing all over this fucking sea slug is literally chloroplast from a fucking plant. And what it does is it extracts it from the cells and retains it in its body so that it can go through photosynthesis. These things can do photosynthesis because of this. And they also just look adorable. Like, what an insanely cool thing that exists in our world. Like, look at that. Look at that. That's adorable as fuck.
Or indifferent.
Yeah.
Those are probably not its actual eyes, too.
Yeah, I don't think the big dots that look like its eyes are its eyes. But again, I'm not totally sure. Like,
is that the same thing?
Oh wow. Oh, maybe they're different types of sea slugs, a sea bunny and a leaf sheep. Oh wow.
Sea slug, sheep.
See, I'm learning things here too. Look at this.
That was the cutest little thing.
God, that's adorable.
I want a huge one so I can like hug it.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
You know.
Nature. Okay.
See? That makes me happy. It's simple shit like that, you know. Yeah. I hear about the world crumbling around me, all types of terrible things. And I remember that leaf sheep exist. And that's helpful. Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it could be better. Like, be nice to have like practical things to like change the laws. but
sometimes you gotta. Oh God, I'm not even gonna share that one. Yeah, sometimes you gotta just distract yourself for a while to give your brain a break from thinking of the horrible shit.
Yep.
What's up, Tanis? All the horrible shit that's going around, and be like, huh.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not only do leaf sheep exist, but someone made one into a furry. So
no way.
There's that. That's what I was.
Wow.
God damn it.
I guess I shouldn't be as surprised about that as I think I am right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I say go for it. I don't know exactly how leaf sheep have sex. I know that for a couple of like octopi, like the way that they do it, there's like just one tentacle is like their genitals.
They rip it off and like throw it at her.
It's intense. Like it's a serious thing. Like if I had to rip my genitals off and like toss it at somebody, like I'd be very cautious about this.
That is a great way to tell someone to go fuck themselves. Here. Hey, take that. Fuck yourself.
You got to be serious if you're doing that, right?
You are not hard unless you do that shit. Yeah, I don't care how fucking hard you think you are. If you don't rip your dick off and throw it at somebody and tell them to go fuck themselves, you are a fucking beta. All right.
Mm-hmm. So you hear that, everybody out there, all fans of this show. If you do have a penis, let us know how this goes in the future. Just comment below and
yeah.
Please.
Also, pics or it didn't happen.
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna need to see that video. Judge for myself. All right. Well, this was fun. I'm gonna wrap things up. Yeah. My wife is just got off work and she's gonna be here in a minute. I'm also dying. So
yeah, brother. It was really fun. I don't know if we exactly ever hit the topic 100%, which is totally my fault. So
we had a good time. That's all that matters.
I enjoyed the crap out of it.
I don't really care that much sometimes. Sometimes I get a scholar on here and I want to like really hone in on a specific topic. Sometimes I just get someone on and like to bullshit for a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm good for. So
yeah. Well, thanks again for coming on the show. You and I, for everyone watching, you and I will be on Talk Heathen together next month.
Woo!
So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, stay tuned. Thanks everybody for joining the chat or the show, and I'm really bad at ending these, as everybody knows. So y'all have a great night. Love you all. And stay tuned for more fuckery.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Don't throw your genitals at people.
Don't do that. I know we joked about that earlier, but it's very serious. You could bleed a lot. Don't do that.
Very problematic.
You're gonna have a bad time. All right. Good night, everybody. Jesus.